Welcome back to Nottingham. Well, somehow we've got to follow what we've just seen, but I think there's a good chance we could do that. It's the mixed open final, the Midlands Tigers taking on the South East Taipans. Joe Wright with me. Just very quickly, what a game, but then what an emotional interview by Mark Aldous there.
Yeah, and I think, you know, if you look at the circumstances surrounding that Taipans team, Mark Aldous especially was going to retire, didn't, stuck it out for one more year, wanted to take the title off the Sharks, and very emotional in that interview, sort of got us a little bit choked up, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
But this game has got all of the, you know, they've got all of the superstars to match what we've just seen.
So the mixed open final, the Midlands Tigers, who we saw earlier in the semi-final, and they taking on the South East Taipans in the red.
What a dive! Touch called? Touch called.
Touch called, yeah. It's Harry Missant going through, but not given that time.
Oh, Sam, that is lovely. What a ball, and what a grounding, and what a start.
Is it given? Yes, it's given.
Yeah, Hannah Suzuki, I believe that is, getting the ball down in the corner off a lovely setup from the Missing brothers. I'm sure they won't go missing today.
Oh, 1-1.
We're all square.
It was Hannah Suzuki putting the ball down there. She remains on the field as the Taipans have the opportunity to come right back from the tap-off, and they've made good yards.
Yeah, one of them to look out for the Taipans, number 14, Russell Reed. First day, he was absolutely electric, you know, with his speed and his feet, and he's executed a 2-on-1 there, and I think that might be the equalising score. Russell Reed feeding out to the link. Really good score there to equalise it at 1-1.
So 1-1 it is. South East Taipans bring it straight back. Yeah, what a go. And it's another great start to this game. And we said, well, how do we follow that last game? Well, I think we've got a good chance of following it here.
Score a minute so far.
So the Tigers start again. As Joe gets handed the bottle of water, which I think he very much needs. Tigers on the 7-metre line. Comes back. He's picked up by
Really
Conroy.
well recycled there.
Back out of drops. Here's unlucky. But the Taipans have the chance to start from deep. And
it's a bit of a slow roll ball here. Maybe just sucking it in a little bit. Slowing the ball down so you get a nice and clean transition for the Taipans.
Down it goes. Comes back in. As the Taipans look to use the sub-boxing they do. It's a good transition, very good transition. But 4 touches that they've been taken, I think that's fifth.
This man here, he is can make something happen out of nothing. Matthew Mayall is on the short side. That should be 6 more. That's a really good result there for the Taipans.
Yeah, it is 6 more as Glenn Jones taps it down.
Really good static setup there. Matthew Mayall on the ball now. He's going to be one. He's going to look to get on his bike on the sweeper. He receives the ball, steps on the outside. Was the Midlands defender onside? Referees deem it so.
Yes, it's still the Taipans with the ball though. Pop down in the centre. Chancey comes right out long, but it just drops in between the attacker and the defender. Olivia Turner out on that right wing for the Taipans. So Midlands who have the ball back, they make changes and transitions as the sun comes out here in Nottingham.
These are the missings. Gonna look to strike direct. That's really nice play there. They've executed the 2-on-1. Ben Powell, can he find it?
Yes, he can.
Oh, lovely, lovely.
Or is it? No. Was that forward?
It's been called forward by the referees. The sideline ref has called it. It was right in line, to be fair to him. Taipans get away with one.
Yeah, so it stays 1-1. As the afternoon sun now floods into our little gazebo and we makes viewing replays very difficult.
Yeah, we're trying to find the angles against the sun here. It's not quite working for us. But these are the missings, unmistakable in the midfield. Looking to get onto it. Harry missing, takes the touch, steps onto the outside, looks to explode, finds Sam on the inside. Oh. Beautiful link-up play between the brothers, and the score to take the Midlands 1-up.
But it was missing to missing, and there was nothing missing.
Yeah, weird. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. Oh, I'm sure they'll love that listening back. Ben Powell looks very happy with his work there.
There's a look from my left-hand side as if to say, what was that? Anyway, it's the Taipans who go again as the wind picks up, so we may be completely exposed to the sun in a minute.
Oh, lovely ball. Ooh, Wingham maybe just a little bit too tight to the play there.
And the ball goes way over onto the other pitch. It has to be rescued, which sees the clock count up a little bit. Midlands are leading 2-1, but and they have the ball very, very deep in their own half. Though it will take a good drive to get up the pitch. The Tigers use this opportunity to make changes from the sub-box, but they've been hemmed in quite well by the Taipans here. Good high defence, but now Glenn Jones looks to burst through.
Oh, bit of a let-off. Bit of a let-off.
The Taipans have the ball back and they're at halfway, so essentially a tap-off play here. Goes again as the Taipans make changes. Comes back into the middle. Space out on the right hand side, but decide to go back on the inside. The Midlands have the ball back. Temperature just getting up here. It's got noticeably warmer here in Nottingham as the sun has come out. You can feel the sun now.
Yeah, you know, especially where we are underneath this tent. The breeze is coming from behind us. Yeah. Not really getting that much here. You know, I think this temperature increase is gonna. It's going to give them a little bit of motivation, you know, but we might see some tired legs towards the end.
It's the Taipans look to drive through to get the equaliser, but again the Midlands Tigers defence really holding firm. It's 8 minutes gone, almost in this first half. There's a narrow lead for the Midlands Tigers.
Yeah, Colin Scott and Russell Reid working together with Ash Grimsby. Really experienced pod here, looks to go on the outside. Really good shot there from the link, which forces the drop ball.
So Tigers have the ball back again. Once again, they've got to start quite deep.
Yeah, if the Tigers are really going to want to get a clean transition here. They've fumbled the ball on a few of their transitions, but you'd like to think with the experience of Ben Powell and the missing brothers that this will be a more cohesive drive. This is fourth touch coming, trying to play around. Oh, that's off the mark.
Yeah, it is off the mark, and Taipans have the ball back. So they start again. Comes over to the left-hand side. As Taipans take the opportunity to change at their sub-box. Another good transition by them.
Yeah, they're finding success through their transition. You know, Harry Missing is up there trying to make touches, trying to dominate that midfield, but that's a really good setup, dumping on Ben Powell, looking for the rooster. Flat ball, that should be 6 more.
There's space opening up on the left-hand side there for the Taipans. The ball charged down, so another 6 for them.
Yeah, Taipans at the moment. Rory Moore. Richard Brumpton out there as well. Number 8, Maxon Lambert.
Oh, he's through. No, did miss him make the touch before the ball was down? Yes, I think that is what it's been called.
Really impressive defensive work there from Harry Missing. Nice setup. Early rooster give. They go long. Bit of a really good defensive set there for the Midlands Tigers. You know, maybe the Taipans can utilise some of those touches more, but really good stuff. That is a really good defensive touch. It's sort of been thrown at the retreating player, but he is in an offside position. Easy decision for the referee. So, you know, this pod will be really looking to get off the pitch. Ben Powell comes lumbering off. Looks like he's breathing a little bit heavy, but that's brilliant work there from Sam and Harry. I think Sam wanted the ball back on the inside. Harry just wanted to focus on getting a solid transition down. I think, you know, you get these Murphys on against tired legs now. I've been defending a lot. It's going to be dangerous. They get the ball down. This is 5th. Brad Murphy is
through. Is he through? No, touch is made.
Ben Powell can't believe it. Cannot believe it. He was adamant that he was an offside player.
He was indeed, but it is the Taipans' ball. Once again, they go for the transition play. And again, it's really, really smooth, this Taipans transition from the sub-box.
Yeah, I think the link there just subbing on the wing. Just run out of her, run away from her support, so it was a little bit more static. But this is a good opportunity to launch a scoop from. This is Matthew Mayle getting on the scoop, looks right, goes for the pace. Really well defended.
Will Murphy with the touch. And they have the ball back, the Midlands Tigers.
Yeah, really good transition. This is Brad Murphy feeding off early, trying to save the touch. Good meters made. Well,
certainly is, as Glenn Jones puts it down. Pitt gets it back again. His final touch is his space out on the right-hand side. Oh, what a take! Now, is that down?
Oh,
yes, I think it is.
What a lovely score. Oh.
Tigers go 3-1 ahead. So watch this again. It's down it goes.
And I think, you know, if you're from the Tigers' perspective, just getting that transition going is going to allow them to be a lot more successful in attack.
Certainly is, but Taipans look to get straight back on again, but it's a bit of a giveaway. I think he panicked a little bit there.
Yeah, he's just trying to force something that isn't on there, you know. He still had a touch to play with. You need to be getting that ball back into the middle, getting a good platform to go forward.
Down it goes as Midlands have to build from very, very deep. Here's Anna Suzuki, scored the first try. Now Ben Powell goes around the outside, but he's touched on the way through.
Yeah, that's just going to really hinder the transition of this Tiger side. Ben Powell having to retreat to get the ball down. And now the Murphys have got it all to do, and that leads to the penalty for Ben Powell, chat back. Yeah.
So you hear the boy from the bench, can you not chat back? Because they know how much it damages them as a team.
Yeah, you know, I mean, they're 3-1 up, and Ben Powell has just handed possession over through his chat, and you know, from a quite a senior member of this team, senior member of the ETA. It's an easy decision for the referees.
Very much so. As Taipans come again. Drop down. Oh, he's through.
Really nice.
Touch was made, I think.
I think he thought that. You know, I think the scooping player thought that he'd been touched there. Just sort of checked his run and checked the pass. I think if that had gone early.
We just. They're
going to look for the similar setup. There's 32. The look goes for the dive. Really good defensive touch there. I think that's Brad Murphy making the touch on the line.
Yeah, there's 5 minutes remaining. And about 40 seconds in this first half. Tigers 2 ahead.
Tigers can get a nice transition here. It will relieve some of the pressure that the penalties put them under. Really good transition there. That's really good work from Brad and the Murphy brothers. Really good scoop there. Dusted his opposite man. Finds Glenn Jones.
Yeah, Glenn Jones down. It's 4. And this is a very, very strong first half showing by the Midlands Tigers. 15 minutes gone and they're 4-1 ahead.
Yeah, no, it's really strong. They just they don't want to give possession over needlessly. You know, things like chat back. It's just an absolute killer. And these referees, they are so senior. They're just going to turn you over straight away. And, you know, Tigers are up at the moment. They're in the ascendancy. They have the momentum. They don't want to shoot themselves in the foot with silly errors now.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's third touch, fourth coming. The hip's not squared. That's an easy giveaway for the Taipans. See if the Tigers look like they're going to stay and try and get a drive going.
I think it looks like the Tigers also are playing well within themselves. We mentioned it in the semi-final. We thought there was another gear they could go into, and they did as the game went on.
Yeah.
But they're looking very comfortable at the minute.
I think they've got one over the referee there. That didn't look like a hard touch. It looked like a poor body position from Harry Missing. It's just a really aggressive touch, a really good solid defensive touch from the Taipans middle, and it leads to a repeat set of 6.
It certainly does. And here is Missing.
Yeah, really well defended.
It was very, very closed down very well, but they know what a danger he possesses, and therefore they are going to try and close him down quickly at every opportunity.
Max and Lambert's defending really tight in the middle, not allowing any space. They go over the top, the ball is down, and Ben Powell does not look happy on that far link. He thinks he knows that was an opportunity to go further ahead and really sort of kill this first half off for the Taipans.
Well, there's just over 3 minutes left in this first half as the Taipans look to transition, and
Matthew Mayle, just a little show and go. Off you go, Link. Bye-bye. Matthew Mayle again looks for the strike thumb. That is 5th. They're gonna have to make something happen from a static base now. Matthew Mayle looks for the switch, looks to get on the outside, exposes the 2-on-1, but it's easily defended from the Tigers.
It is indeed, and the Tigers are looking increasingly more comfortable as this game goes on.
Ooh.
And there's Powell again, goes along the left-hand side and then takes the change.
It's a much better transition set there from the Missings and Ben Powell. Not surrendering any position, not surrendering any possession. And now the Murphys have a really good opportunity to strike from. They're going to run the quickie. They're going to go long. That's a beautiful right to left. Hana Suzuki could walk it in.
Superb play, and Hana Suzuki in so much space that it was the easiest job just to pop it down. And Suzuki has a second try of the game.
Yeah, and that's Tigers up and comfortably up at the moment. But that's the benefit of just getting a good transition down. Previous transitions, they're overrunning it, overcomplicating it, getting turned over. You do your job. You do your job as best as you can. You do your basics well. They got a nice transition, no over the mark, no having to retreat, no talk, and they get a score from the other end of it.
Well, here come the Taipans. He's space out on the left-hand side. It's taken, but they have to go back to the 7 metre because of the touch.
Yeah, Russell Reid hasn't managed to get much going though, but that's a really good dump. Really good dump. Really good. Oh, good score, Russell Reid.
It's a great dive here by Russell Reid, and they brought it within 3. 1 minute to go in this half, and the Taipans needed that, really.
Yeah, definitely. Ideally for the Taipans, you're going to want to defend this out. You want to go into the half time with as a smaller deficit as possible. but the Tigers have the, they have the ability to make them pay here. Really good defensive work there. Rory Moore, really good stuff.
Missing. Looking for his brother.
It's a bit
just
of a
in
ways
front
there, and again Ben Powell letting them know we're better than that. They just need to stick to their basics, and they'll find success. 20 seconds left to go in this first half. That's a bit of a body touch, I would say, from Harry Missing, getting involved with the big boys, and they truck it up the middle. Sam Missing, another. It's getting a little bit feisty out there. But this is the environment that the Taipans are going to thrive in. They've got to play a little bit of Fiji touch there, and the ball goes down quite easily.
So the hooter has gone, but yeah, they're just going to take the touch, and that is half-time in this mixed open final, and it is the Midland Tigers who lead 5-2 over the Southeast Taipans. Half-time in the mixed open final. 20 minutes to come. Do join us for that very shortly.
Well, as we get to half-time, we are being handed lost property. If you're missing a jumper with a little fancy animal on, missing a black jumper with a little animal on, tell us what the animal is, you can have a jumper back. We are approaching the 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning, players officials, 2-minute warning. Currently on pitch 1 we've got Southeast Taipans versus Midland Tigers. Reminder after this is a 15-minute interval. The final game of the day. But right now we're in the middle of the mixed open. Southeast Taipans versus Midland Tigers. Players and officials, this is your 1-minute warning. Players and officials, this is your 1-minute warning. A reminder, the award ceremony will be outside control, outside the main marquee. after the final game of the day. Players and officials, this is your 30-second warning. Please take to the field, ready to play.
Welcome back. Second half about to start. It's the Midlands Tigers 5, Southeast Taipans 2, and it's the Taipans who will have the tap off to start this second half.
Players and officials, stand by.
So the hooter is about to go. The standby warning just being given. Taipans with work to do. 3 down. So ideally, they would like to bring it back to 2 from this tap-off play. Good yards made. It's the Taipans who rush to the 7-metre, coming into the middle now. Goes out wide. Oh, but a good covering touch made, I think.
Yeah, really good covering touch there. Just scrambling across, cutting out the space for the winger. That's your bread and butter.
Taipans coming again. Still with the ball. Down it goes, and now there's space on the left-hand side, but it's too high. Goes over Catherine Richardson-Walden. And so the Tigers will have the ball back once again. And Suzuki, 2 tries in this game. Puts the ball down.
Yeah, this is a much better transition here. You know, they're not looking to sub, just looking to make yards. This is 4th touch here now. This is 5th coming. They're going to want to get a really nice dynamic dump down to let Brad Murphy use his feet, as he does so often. That's a really good defensive touch there, though, from Ash Grimsby.
Really was a good touch. Oh, no, he hasn't been given. I just saw Ima Conroy just like looking as she was going to throw the ball back into the middle. That's been given.
It's a really good shoot there. The Murphys are putting on the defensive pressure on the Taipans transition. This is a problem area for the Taipans. You know, you need to be getting more fluid momentum onto the pitch from your transition. It's a stark contrast from what we saw from the Taipans men's open side, who were extremely fluid, and Brad Murphy has bought one there, no touch called, and it's a let off for the Tigers.
Indeed is.
Will Murphy chucks it up, finds Harry Missing. One set of brothers to the other. Really love the agility from Harry Missing is just absolutely superb.
As Harry Missing puts it down, gets it back from his brother. The touch is made. Oh, good dummy now. Has he got the space? But I think the touch was made really on his back. He was.
Maxon Lambert has been defensively sound for the Taipans. You know, one of those players that is just getting their job done, not biting on all of the, shall we say, charades or you know, the almost like the shadow plays that you get from the Missings, or manipulating the ball, running cuts, running switches, dummies. Maxon Lambert's just done his job, and you know, this is the guy who looks the most dangerous in attack, Matthew Mayle, but they just lose the touch count, and that is 6 touches completed.
It's look to start again.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, that's a nice little blasting that the Tigers have done, and it's a good transition from their sub-box. Matthew Mayle just shouting, get out, get out, get out. He doesn't want them to get caught offside.
No, it's a good defensive touch there, though, just to stop the momentum. And now is when they're the most dangerous, you know. Glenn Jones. And the Taipans player hasn't been deemed to play at the ball, so it's just a loss of control. Matthew Mayle orchestrating the transition for the Taipans. This seems like this is a lot better. A lot better. The link is there at half, picks up the ball, Matthew Mayle receives it back, makes some more meters. And they're moving through their transition a lot better. This is 4th touch. They're in the opposition half. They're approaching the red zone. 5th coming. Oh,
running through.
lovely
That's
pace.
good play. Oh, is this well?
The Tigers player's been touched by his own middle there. Maybe could have found some separation and made some extra meters, but it's a zero touch.
Zero touch,
This
yeah.
is first. Oh, lovely, lovely play. It's just come off. Second.
Here's Glenn Jones. Third touch. So
it's a good. This is a good transition defence here from the Taipans. They're a lot better, although you do not want to give.
Brad Murphy looked like he was going to just run through there, but
Ben Powell grabbing his hat in disbelief. He was adamant that that player was offside.
It's the Taipans who
Again,
start again.
this transition is a lot better. You know, I think they're finally passing around the midfield press, and that's really good yards made by the link there.
Oh, now is a chance. They're looking good here. Oh, but they
Just
were.
goes ground, yeah. I think that's just been a theme from this Taipan side. They are getting into those right positions, but just struggling to execute when it matters.
Yeah. And the Tigers transition again from the sub box. We're at halfway. Missing coming through now. Final touch. And another touch means that the ball is going to be turned over to the Taipans.
I think that the ref's going to give a penalty.
Oh, he's giving the penalty, yeah. So, chance for the Tigers, who really seem to be have locked down and managed this game well. And have they gone further ahead here? No. I think it's going to go back to 7.
Yeah, it's a really good defensive touch there from Rory Moore. Just getting down, you know, Harry Mason has such a low centre of gravity, so to get down so low, and that's a shame from Harry. Really tough call there from the referee. That's the second penalty now. One more, in danger of losing someone.
The missing brothers aren't playing interplay really well with each other, but touches made, they'll be back to 7. They're going to try and set up the strike play. You know what? That was really good thinking. If that would have come off, it would have been an excellent play.
Yeah, Ben Powell stood in an acre of space. It's just a little bit behind the play. Pass goes in front of him, and now the Taipans can roll into an easy transition.
So 13 minutes left in this mixed open final, and it's an interception by Ben Powell.
Benny Powell.
0 touch. And this is a good opportunity once again for the Midlands Tigers.
Yeah, it's a bit of a wasted touch there. Not really made much ground. This is second, third coming now. They need to think about striking. It's a really good defensive touch there. Not that the ref was going to give a penalty, and he has.
So another set of 6. Missing, but he's touched again. Houston pops it down. Oh, space out on the left-hand side. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. And it is 6-2, just like that. It's just a wonderful pass out to the left-hand side, though.
Yeah, me and Chris were saying about the missings yesterday. It almost looks like it's a bit of a chore for them. They step on, throw a beautiful long ball, run a really nice quickie set, and then just meander off as if you know it's just part of the job. Job's not finished. There's no celebrating yet.
They've got 11.5 minutes before they can possibly celebrate. Still time for the Taipans, but it's running out, and
it looks like a really fragmented Taipans attack here.
It's just been, I think that the other thing as well is the Midlands Tigers have just managed the game so well.
Yeah, completely agree. Completely agree. You know, you do wonder, did the Taipans burn themselves out from the game with the Sharks to get here, the semi-final? because they look a little bit leggy. They look like their structures aren't quite there in attack, and I think they'll be disappointed with the way that they've played. You know, they're trying to get onto the link, but they're dumping 2 metres out, which makes it a really easy decision for the defending Tigers side. But they do get the penalty on that occasion.
They need to get the ball over here. Down it goes. Diving through, but the touch is made.
Oh, I think she's going to call him offside. Really good score there. That's the reply that the Taipans needed.
They needed that score. Russell Reid diving over. So, Taipans within 3 with 10 minutes to go.
Yeah, and this is the moment, you know, this is the moment where the Tigers sub-box, some of their heads are going down. You're 3 scores up. You just need to maintain the course. Stay solid. This pod here has been phenomenal. That's Brad Murphy. I mean, the distance itself is commendable, and the accuracy wasn't quite there, but...
They're trying to get it out to Ella Fleming on that left wing. She's also got 2 of the 6 tries, and the Suzuki 2 tries. So, really good play by the Midlands Tigers wingers over this game. And
yeah, definitely. I think the Midlands Tigers, they've found all of their success through their females. They have held their spaces really well. They're complementing the males in the middle really, 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 just almost effortlessly, and it allows these danger men, Brad and Will Murphy, to get on the ball. Brad grabbing the shirt of Will Murphy, telling him, don't go too far.
And you see, there it is again, Ella Fleming. Down it goes. I think that's going to be...
Oh, the sideline ref's seen something, has he? I think you're going to hear some disagreement from the Tigers sub-box, shall we say, if this score isn't given.
Let's have a look. Ooh, I think she was down first. Looking at the replay,
look down first. You know, it's really good setup.
It doesn't look like it's been given, though.
No, they've given forward pass.
Possibly.
Yeah, scratching the chin a little bit with that one. Looked at least flat out of the hands. Bit of a let-off there for the Taipans.
Yeah, the wind picks up once again.
A bit of rain coming down now as well. It seems like it's just trying to rain. There's a bit of a dark cloud overhead. It'll change the dynamic of this game if the rain does come pouring. On a Suzuki, feeding off. There's the missing. That's a really nice touch. Shouldn't be given as a hard touch. That is unfortunate that Sam is just off balance, but that won't matter. They'll still have a dynamic. They'll still have a dynamic attack. Really nice. Ben Powell goes long. Lovely ball. Just can't quite be reeled in from the winger out there.
Jaime Conroy just couldn't take it with that. So the Taipans have it, but this is a good deep defence by the Tigers. They've really hemming the Taipans in to their own half.
The only thing you want really now for your Tigers is no unnecessary mistakes. You don't want any unnecessary hard touches because you feel aggrieved about the decisions, some of the decisions that haven't gone your way. You don't want to be handing over repeat sets. You don't want to be giving away possession. This is a much better Tigers transition. This is fifth, comes through, looks long, really, really well shepherded there by the missing brothers.
And it is the Tigers who have possession back very deep in their own half. They've got 6.5 minutes to see out. 3 ahead. They really controlled this game well without having to score a lot of tries.
Yeah, you know, just looking at the body language in the sub-box, it's a bit, almost seems negative. You'd think that the score was the other way around. Now Harry Missing has come off. it's a bit like, it's not the best, it's not the worst. You know, you're 3 scores up, you're doing well. You're doing well. Just need to trust the processes and appreciate that the Taipans are just making your life a little bit harder for yourself, really.
Yeah, the Taipans have only scored 3, and like you say, that I personally think the Midland Tigers have completely controlled this game and managed the pace of it.
Yeah, completely agree. And the sub box it's still pretty critical.
Yeah.
It's one of those scenarios. That's a really good touch there. I think he's gone away from the play. That's a 2-on-3. Killed in the end by the Taipans. Maybe Matthew Mayle was the correct option from that strike dump to try and get in behind the overcommitting middle.
It's
Good touch.
It is a good touch. Don Jones comes in. Suzuki hands it off. She'll get it back. Go over halfway. Dump down. Perfect. Another touch made, and that's going to turn it back over for 6 touch, and the Taipans have the ball, but we're into the final 5 minutes. And the Tigers lead by 3. You have to say it's going to be a Herculean task for the Taipans to get back level from this point. It has been done, but got to get the ball down and then hope for a few turnovers. It's a good drive by them, though.
Well, really good hands there from the Taipan League. This is 5th. Russell Reed runs the cut.
Oh, that's nice.
Lovely score.
And that's going to give them a real boost. Russell Reed to Colin Scott, and Scott puts it over. It's all about the passing here. Scott to Reed, Reed back to Scott over the top, and he's got a huge hole to dive into.
Yeah, it's interesting, the dynamic of this. The body language would say that the Tigers aren't satisfied with their performance, but I think it's been one-way traffic for the majority of this.
There they are. The Taipans are within 2, 3.5 minutes left. As Harry Misson puts the ball down, but has to go back to the 7-metre. Now a chance for the... Oh, she's dodged, and she's down, and I think that's a hat-trick.
That will be, and I think that will be all she wrote.
It should be.
3 minutes to go, 4 scores in it. I think that will be it, done and dusted.
That was brilliant by Ella Fleming, because she had to pick the ball up low, had the defender coming in onto it, and just managed to just drop the shoulder and go round. Really intelligent play by Ella Fleming.
Yeah,
and what a way to get your hat-trick.
Yeah, really good stuff, really good stuff. Yeah, to rely on your left foot step to get around the outside. It's really good. Really good. The Taipan's going to try and get around the... Oh, that's...
Oh, great touch.
Oh, really good covering there from Harry Misson.
It was a much-needed touch, as otherwise they were through, and they were back within 2 again. We've got 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in this one. Final touch for the Taipans. Elliot Russell can't gather and put it down. Now there's we've got a bit more noise coming from the Tigers box in front of us. A lot of cheering, and I think they now realise that they're moments away from taking this mixed open title.
The Misson's hypercritical of their own performance, as always.
For this space, here's Glenn Jones.
Oh, really nice.
And it comes out. Oh, and
just a shame.
Ella Fleming wide open once again.
Go for the quad.
But the ball's off the pitch, which will suit the Midlands Tigers just fine. 90 seconds to play. In fact, they retain possession.
Yeah, they could probably manage this to completion here. I think they'll slow down the play, just try and get their basic structures going. Throwing the ball away a little bit, but too little, too late for the Taipans.
Yeah, a minute to play. The Midlands Tigers are going to take this mixed open national title. in our penultimate match of the tournament.
No, I don't think you are. I just think that one's like head on.
Really good scoop option there. Got the pace, he's gone through. Can he find the winger? Winger gets the ball down. Really good consolation score there for the Taipans. Really nice stuff. Calls of disbelief from the Tigers sub box, but it will be too little too late. The Tigers will get the win.
Russell Reid going through and finds Kiara Purvis in space to pop it down. Midlands Tigers 7-5 ahead. We're into the final 20 seconds. They are going to take the title. Now can they cap it off with a score? They're at the 7 metre. Hooter is going to go any second.
Fiji touch.
And that is it. The Midlands Tigers are the mixed open national champions. Not huge celebrations like we saw in the last game.
Yeah,
but
it's strange, I've got to say. You know, you've just won the mixed open division. It's a really, really good game. And they just seem a little bit deflated.
Yeah, it's an odd one, that. An odd one, but they have taken it. They've run it with a very, very competent performance, well-managed game. Taipans coming back into it, to be fair, to bring it within 2. But there we go. And as the highlights show, we will come off comms for a moment as we look to get some reaction from the Midlands Tigers camp. Do stay with us. We'll be back with that very soon.
With all that thing,
Referees now will take control of the drop-off.
With Midlands Tigers player coach Ben Powell. Ben, champions, how does it feel?
Yeah, it's really good. We've had a really fun 3 days, and it's really nice to come out with a clean sweep of W's and then that victory in the final as well. Taipans were a great opposition, so it was really nice to have a challenging game to finish the 3 days off.
Joe and I said on commentary we felt you managed that game really well, although the Taipans did seem to come back into it a little more in the second half. You always seem comfortable.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think that's partly down to just the foundations we built over the 3 days. We haven't really had a huge amount of preparation, but we've got some really experienced players and some players who are really good at building throughout a campaign, but also through a game as well. So, yeah, comfortable, but equally, it wouldn't have been the spectacle it was without the Taipans really throwing down the gauntlet to us. So.
I know you wouldn't want to pick out individual players, but another thing we said on commentary was your female wings, Ella and Hannah especially, played very, very well. Yeah,
look, in the mixed environment, you're only as strong as the 6 players on the field. We play a style of touch, which we like to use all 6 players on the field, and our wingers, long balls are a strong feature of our game. So you watch their read of the game, particularly in defence, was outstanding, but I'm not sure there was much they dropped out there this game as well. There's a bit of wind flowing around too, so it was nice and challenging, but they were outstanding.
Well, Ben, many congratulations. I'll let you go back to your team. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, my pleasure.
5 minutes before the game.
Cheers, mate.